Alright, you should be good.
Okay. Hello. Let me turn down the music volume a little bit. There we go. Greetings, everyone. This is a game called Sonic Robo Blast. I'm gonna take a bit of time to talk about this game because it's actually a very, very old game, and it's reaching 20 years old very soon. Surprise, surprise. And I'm going to be playing the mod Mystic Realm. Now, a few fellow runners of this game is, of course, Megapoid Nibri, who just waved in chat. There's also Riku's Ors, and also Zippy Zero, and they all have fun playing this game. I think someone named SBC plays it very, very rarely, but still does sometimes. Oh, and there's Master there, so yeah. It's still in development to this day, and they're still working on 2.2. And the base game is literally very pretty so far. And you really have to shout out to the developers. Vadapiga is one of them, so say hi to him. So, without further ado, shall we get started?
Alright, just go ahead and count down when you're ready.
Alright, I'll go ahead and get ready. Yes! 3, 2, 1, go! So this is an all emeralds category. So in Mystic Realm, how you get the emeralds is you play a couple extra levels called the temple levels, or yeah, temple levels. I'll just call them temple levels. And the temples are hidden in the second act in every zone. The first act of every zone is usually sort of a taste to what the zone is going to be like, and then they throw it at you. Oh, that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Do we got tunnel memes today? No tunnel memes! Yay! So yeah, sorry. Here's one of the temples. And we're going to go ahead and do something. Oh, never mind. I hit a corner. Oh well. I was going to do something called momentum cancel. A vertical momentum cancel to sort of let me hit the spring quicker, but it's not that big a deal. So this game is actually very, very, very much bug-free. Most of the game is going to be spent on optimizing my route as much as possible and trying to use Sonic's speed dock to the best of my advantage. Like here. I use that to sort of skip that room over. Also, this whirlwind shield gives me a second jump, and in the platformer, a second jump is very, very helpful. And as you can see, the game is very reminiscent of its Doom roots. This game is actually a very heavily modified version of Doom Legacy. Here's a nice little trick here. And that's why the whirlwind shield is super helpful, because it lets us skip entire rooms sometimes. Anyway, it's a heavily modified version of Doom Legacy. And what Doom Legacy is also a very old remake of the Doom engine. Yes, I use mouse and keyboard. So you're going to hear me pressing keys and moving my mouse, of course. I've tried to rectify that problem as much as possible by moving everything as far from the mic as possible. Oh, and you're going to see things happen really, really quickly. Oops, I jumped, I didn't mean to. But yeah, you're going to see acts like fly by fairly quickly, so it's going to be hard to explain everything as they come by. And what you saw was basically a boss act. Eggman's Eggmobile is pretty much a joke, except when he pulls off a little meme and glitches out and becomes invincible for a little while. Then we have to wait for a little bit. And as you can see, we're basically using Sonic's ability to sort of skip through the stage as quickly as we can so we can get to the end of the game. Oh, whew. That's a fairly tough jump to get sometimes. Sometimes you just fall a bit short and land in the goo and then you're sad. Aww. Yeah, this game expects us to get a elemental shield to protect us from this water, but it's faster just damage boost through the water instead, and just get to the temple. It gives you a shield anyway, so it doesn't really matter. 46, 47, 48, 48. Ooh, 48. Anything below 50 is pretty nice. So here's a fairly antagonizing level. This level is full of Crusher Cycles, and I'm hoping to be as many Crusher Cycles as possible. Like this one. And I'm gonna try not to pull a Master Kirby and get killed by opening Crushers. Okay, that's good. That level went very, very smoothly considering how it is with its Crushers. And here's a very diabolical level. We're going to use a very strange method of hitting Eggman. And we gotta hope he doesn't meme us like that. And the safety strat is doing something like this. This takes a tiny bit more time, but it's fine. Yeah, that level is a little bit difficult for players trying to start this because you're given Dr. Eggman, but he's over top of a large pool of slime. You can go and get some rings to sort of mitigate the problem, but we're doing a speedrun, so we don't really care about the rings because they take time to get up to. Oh yeah, this zone is literally a bitrate killer. You're gonna see it for a little bit, and you're gonna watch the bitrate just go to shame because this level loves to kill bitrates. What? No! I didn't want to pop on that robot. Yeah. We want to avoid popping on robots we don't want to pop on because we get one thock per jump, and if we bounce on a badnik, we basically lose control for a little bit, and we have to sit there and wait until we land on the ground before we thock again. And here's a pretty tricky little spring jump here. First try. Okay. That sometimes went horribly on my practice runs, and it made me sad. So we might be in for an early 40 here. And here's the temple. It's a little bit out of the way, but you can still get it because it's fairly simple. Oh wow, 4065. That's actually really good. And here's this level's Labyrinth Woods Zone. I've already memorized the path through the level. It expects you to basically look at the floor and check out the patterns on the floor to figure out where to go. But excuse me, Crawlers. But I've already memorized where to go, so I can just dash through the level and be done with it. Sometimes it leads you backwards like that. Yeah, this level is basically on. And there's the end. Now, if I were doing all emblems, there's an emblem behind there that I have to get, and it's filled with 3 1-ups, and it's pretty funny. It's a nice little secret. Here's another Eggman meme. Please don't meme us, Eggman. He didn't meme us. That's nice. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and grab some meme rings too, because why not? Because we totally do not need rings. Oh yeah, here's our makeshift fiery level called Flame Rift, and we're gonna try to avoid bouncing on robots because, like I said, it makes us lose our control for a little while. That was very wow, sub 19. That was very clean. Okay. Oh. Yeah, as you can see, it sort of still has its doom roots. You can jump twice in a jump sometimes. It's really funny. And there will be more on that a little bit later in the next level. As the next temple level for this zone, as well as a next entire zone in the future upcoming. So yeah, you'll see a bit more about its doom roots a little bit later. You couldn't jump at all in Doom. So yeah, it's heavily modified to act like a platformer. And here's our introduction to something called jets. And something called a bonus jump, where if you have right timing, well, if you had the right timing off of an air jet jump, like when you climb up a ledge, you can actually get a bonus jump and actually use your jump dash thock a little bit sooner than you should be able to normally. Yeah, that crawl commander was getting a little bit hairy over there. So this level is going fairly poor because I sort of missed a whole bunch of things, but that's fine. It's not horrifically bad. I didn't die. Oh yeah, this room is like literally a casual player's worst nightmare, and I just got through it, so it's really not that big of a deal. In net games, people sort of like complain about that one room because it's sort of absolute problem to the casual player. Here's the next boss type, the Egg Slimer. He just runs around in circles and throws slime at you. Of course, we know how to chain him too. Usually. He will be back for he'll be back for revenge in the next act, so next zone, so we'll see him then. So here's our ice level, and the ice level is actually the second quickest zone in the game, believe it or not. So here comes interesting looking route where we actually use the speed shoes, please. We actually use the speed shoes to get across somewhere. And bounce on that. And the temple's down here, so we're gonna go down and get it. This is literally the quickest way to the temple because we already have the speed from the speed shoes, so we might as well jump right down to the water. I don't mind if I lose that shield, I'm all done the level. And here comes one of the most diabolical levels in the whole mod, is Silver Cavern. Silver Cavern, I've actually lost a couple runs to this one. Aw. It is fun, honestly. This game is a lot of fun. I've been playing it for roughly 10 years, and I still do. Ooh, that's a very tricky jump I just did. I'm glad I did that. 90 degrees, spring up, spring, okay. Here comes the most difficult room you'll ever face. Precision platforming, but with ice. Woo! Very scary. And I just... yeah, it's very diabolical, even for a speedrunner sometimes. Thank goodness it's over with, though. Oh, take care. This is not an official game. This is actually a fan game. And here's Eggman. He's getting a little bit mad, so he's decided to hide his slime in the snow for us. But we kind of know where he goes, so it's really not that big of a deal for us. So he's dead again. And don't worry, he'll be back for revenge in one more act with this specific mobile. and it'll be really annoying. Here's your water level, which is, surprise, surprise, not that bad. And this zone has a couple of what I call bonus jumps, which is basically if you use a fan or an air jet and clip up a ledge, you can get an extra jump. If you do it frame perfectly, you can get an extra jump and use your thock sooner, so it's pretty nice. Yeah, spin dashing through water is obviously pretty nice to do. It lets you get through water a lot more efficiently. Oh, yeah, I can also do this level in one breath. It's not that big of a deal. 41, that's pretty okay. Yeah, slopes have been around. The next version, this version already has slopes. They're just not implemented in any of the single player levels currently. But there are mod packs that use slopes, like I think Sugoi and Subarashi. There's a bonus jump right there. Let me use my thock a little bit sooner so I can get through the level. Don't you dare shoot me. Don't you dare shoot me. Don't you dare shoot me. I'm on a roll. I got an attitude. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. And we're gonna go ahead and grab this whirlwind shield because it'll be useful later. Oh, never mind. You know what? I'm actually gonna go ahead and checkpoint warp to go and grab it again because it's very useful. It's worth the time save, honestly. Because I could just do this and skip that entire room of platforming. How am I supposed to find that? Magic. There's another bonus jump. Yeah, I actually needed a guide for getting all the emblems in this mod. Oh yeah, I already got the temple. Even if you retry the level, you still have the temple. And here's the fan disfavorite, Nitrix Citadel, featuring turrets which shoot lots of lasers, as well as green acid which instant kills you. Yeah, it's okay to get hurt here. I need the shield anyway. Not really for anything special, but I was gonna go for this this crusher cycle anyway. Are they sign lasers? Oh, they didn't hit me. That's interesting. I've never seen them miss me there. Hello. And here's the next emerald. The red emerald. Or the red emerald, as I like to call it. Yeah, here's Eggman's revenge. Of a boss fight that's completely underwater. That's completely fine, right? Of course, we know an easy way to get through this boss. Like this. Ow! What? I've never seen that. That's interesting. Ow. Yeah, this level is dubbed Sunken Dream Zone because it literally sinks your PB and sinks down your PB. Yeah, I got Goomba stomped real hard. Yeah, you can do this in one breath too. Here comes the 7th zone, which is the last normal zone, which is called Aerial Garden. And it is a land filled with bottomless pits, and it's in the air. and you gotta get Sonic through it. So, of course, Sonic is a really cool person. He's really good at bouncing. And we're gonna use this whirlwind shield that we found earlier to basically cheese this whole level. Because extra jumps are always fine. Except when I sort of miss that. Yeah, I'm gonna take that safe this time. Ooh, that almost missed. Something out of Minecraft. I also like Minecraft, so that's the thing. I've always considered actually doing like runs of Minecraft in the future. That's the thought for me. And here's the second act. So to get the temple, we have to play a little button puzzle. And these button puzzles normally require you to do a bunch of platforming. But instead of doing all that platforming, I'm going to go ahead and go through the back door. Which is through here. Very discreetly hidden, very useful. Knock knock. It's the Sonic States. And here's the first button. And we're going to go ahead and go backtrack through the area. So we can use this area again, because why not use it twice? It's really effective, right? We're gonna go ahead and oh dear. Well, that was a shame. It's okay, we can do it again, it's fine. It's sad that I missed that. That's actually it's actually fastest to just go and do it again. It's fine. This fan game is better than Sonic Team makes. Well, can I make it? Can I make it? Yeah. And we're gonna go ahead and use this checkpoint. We're gonna go and grab it and save it for later, because we have to backtrack a bit. Because our temple is back here. And we're gonna go ahead and hit the temple and checkpoint work back to this area so we can continue through the level. Now, if you can see, there's a couple pair of platforms that rise up to near the exit there. I'm gonna time this. Oh, I'm gonna try it again. There's a little bit of a room skip I can do. I went on the wrong platform. That's okay, I can get to this one. But yeah, I was supposed to land on this platform and just dash across the room. Oh yeah, shoes are faster than using Sonic's jump dash. So for reference, using Sonic's jump dash is slower than shoes. So if we have shoes and we can make use of them, we'll definitely make use of them. Here's another diabolical room for casual players. A diabolical level for casual players is Starlight Palace. Especially its ending section, because it requires you to fit through some really teensy gaps. Ooh, what? Why'd I do that? Darn. Aww. We'll try the level again. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I sort of set my estimate like that, because one false move and you have to literally start over sometimes. Ooh. It's not, unless that wasn't like the fastest way to get through, but it's also one of the most consistent ways to get through, so I make use of that. I also want to keep this shield because I'm going to use it later. Oh yeah, another quirk is you can spin after using the jump dash or the thock. So this is why I'm saving my whirlwind shield. To get through tight spaces, just use the whirlwind shield. Forget all the challenge whatsoever. Oops, wrong way. There we go. And we have all the Chaos Emeralds, so we're doing good so far. Yeah, this isn't the vanilla game. And here's the most difficult room. And we're going to retry there so we can save a bit of time. And also hope that we can get the cycle a bit faster, because there's a trio of platforms we can use to make this room a little bit quicker. This little trick was found by another runner called Blaze the Cat. Of course, we're using Sonic's jump dash to sort of make this place a little bit quicker. Boing, boing, boing. Bounce pad! And we're going to checkpoint warp so we can make this exit a little bit quicker. Yeah, you won't get to see the AGZ boss fight because you end up skipping it if you get all emeralds. I know Ors has done an any percent of Sonic, so you can watch that to see the boss fight. The boss fight is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, here's what would be the boss fight. Now it has a cutscene trigger, and I'm gonna do this so I can activate it as soon as possible. And the cutscene trigger sort of activates this exit here, so I have to wait for a bit. This is the only time you'll see me. This is one of the few times you'll see me use the spin dash. And here comes the extra zone, Prismatic Angel Zone, and you're in for a treat because this is literally the hardest level in the game. And there's the other use of the spin dash, and we're not going to see the spin dash anymore, so have fun. Actually, wait, we will see the spin dash a little bit later. There's no rings in this level. Sorry. There's a little bit of a faster way to get up here, but it's very inconsistent, so I'd rather not do it. Oh, okay. At least I made it to here. Where can I go from here? Okay. That was kind of unfortunate. I can still save it though. There we go. I'll just take the safety there. Oh, I was hoping to try and do this deathless, but that's sad. SMS version. Yes, it is. In fact, speaking of Sega Master System, there's someone who made a mod which literally turns the palette into a complete red tone. It's called Virtual Boy. It basically turns the whole game into a Virtual Boy game. That's really cool. Ah, what? I totally did not expect that. This is so far looking to be 30-31. If everything goes right, so it's not that bad, but it's not the best. But hey, it's something nice. Here's another use of the spin dash. Skip right to the springs. It's pretty nice. Yes, this is a Sonic only level. You can only get here through Sonic. If you have all the emeralds, even as Tails and Knuckles, you don't get to visit this place. And that's the end of the casual player's worst nightmare. This is monumentally more easier as Tails, but you only get to play this as Sonic anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, there's the laughably short level. And here's the boss fight, which we're going to try and set up for a quick kill. He gave me the weird setup here. That's fine though. Can you get up here please, Eggman? Thank you. Ow. Ow. There we go. That's the quick kill. And we're going to finally play the final level, which time is coming up very soon, if you're there. This is literally the final level. It's basically supersonic. It's your generic supersonic level. It's pretty fun. And instead of sitting around and trying to get like lots and lots of rings to make us safe, we're just going to blast through the level as much as possible. Because it's just faster, just go through the level. Yeah, dying here loses a lot of time, so I have to be careful. If I die here, I'll probably take it safe and do the safe rings. Let's see, how many rings I'm going to have going in here? 81, 80, okay, that's a little bit low. That's a little bit sketchy. But we'll try it. Okay, you can hit him, but he starts getting more and more barriers the more times you hit him. So that's the whole premise of the boss fight. He also shoots lasers and bombs, so... Oh yeah, and after a little while, in his pinch phase, he shoots trigonometry at you. I like calling it trigonometry, even though it's basically automatic rings for multiplayer. But I like calling it trigonometry. Oh, I tried to get a quick kill set up there, but it didn't work. That's fine though. Okay, time's coming up soon. As soon as I can hit him. 3, 2, 1, time. That's pretty good. I like it. Haha. So you get to see the credits. It was made, but this mod pack was made by Mystic, which is a very old user in the community. So you get to see yeah, Malcolm Brown and Jared Jones helped with the music. So yeah, thank you. So yeah, SRB2 flies by pretty quickly. What was my time?
31:02.
Yeah, I sort of predicted it would be like a 30:31 somewhere around there. That's pretty good though. My PB is 28 minutes and 40 seconds, so it's a few minutes off, but it's fine.
I thought it was great.
Yes, Mystic is still a dev. So, yeah, this is a fairly old game. I still love it to this day. And if you want, you can go and check out the website for srb2.org. You can get the game there. It's completely free. You can get it anytime. And you can download plenty of mods for it. And it's actually... it's very modifiable. You can make levels for it, and you can actually script your own code into the game for it to run. Like, you can add files like av.wad. Like, you can add a file. You can play as Amy, or whatever. You can, like, play as Amy for real, and she literally has, like, a hammer jump, a whole bunch of things you can use to attack things with, so... I'm playing on OpenGL. The renderer, the software renderer is also an option, so yeah, she has a hammer attack and everything, so yeah, it's very modifiable and you can do a lot of things with it. So thanks for having me here for SB2. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks for running.
No problem, dude.
Alright, so up next is Sonic Adventure 2 with Tommy Easy, and he's doing a Knuckles Centurion.